What is up, my crazy subscriber? This is Joking John 4 here to bring us more Madden 16 Ultimate Team. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far because we are currently standing with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. We ended up losing game number 1, won game number 2, lost game number 3, and then we won game 4 in game 5. Now the previous game, I'm telling you, it was kind of boring because my opponent, all he did was deep passing and his defense was total crap, which pretty much led to Mike Wallace to receive 150 yards and also catch for like around 2 touchdowns, I believe. So that guy was the MVP of my previous game, and also Rolando McClain came out with 2 interceptions out of that game. So that was quite of an easy match. But after asking for more entertainment value for Madden 16, I ended up with this opponent who pretty much abused his strong I formation. And what he did was send Gronkowski into a post route and the fullback into a flat, who pretty much confused the one that I had on flat zones under cover 3. And I had to manually cover Gronkowski after that because it was just the same play over and over again. And sometimes he'll switch it up to a fullback dive or a strong into a halfback dive. So he had a good combination with that strong eye. He had several plays, so that's great by my opponent. And now my offensive game plan pretty much consisted of a balance between running and passing. And I'm surprised with this run right here. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is happening here? Because Giovanni Bernard, like has told you guys before, he ain't that fast. And he just took it for more than 50 plus rushing yards. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? Nice job by my running. Nice job by my run blockers out there. And hopefully I can see more of that. So moving on to defense again, my opponent throwing more to Gronkowski. He currently has 90 passing yards with Jameis Winston. And by the way, that's another Jameis Winston a team over here. Previous game we ended up facing a Jameis Winston also. So, but my previous opponent was pretty much easy. You know, he was really abusing that deep passing. So now going back into offense, as you can see, I switched it up into passing. Lucky catch right there by Martellus Bennett, taking it for more than 20 yards. Nice job from Martellus Bennett right there. I have 3 passes completed out of the 4 that I thrown. Wide open down the middle. Mike Wallace, the MVP of the previous game, catching it down the middle. Nice job. Now switching it up to a little bit to running, which is something that my opponent hasn't seen yet. Number 68, hurry the hell up. God damn it. If he would have gotten that block right there, I would have actually juked in and scored for a touchdown from Chris Johnson, but that didn't happen, so I ended up tossing to the right side with Giovanni Bernard, and it was a touchdown. Now the score is standing at 14-14, and now my opponent has switched off his formation out of the strong eye. Now we are about to see a little bit of a split close. As you can see, my opponent is still calling the same style offense, and sacked by Sidbury. Now this guy is actually a Team of the Week player. You can actually buy him like for 1,000 coins. He ain't that much, but he does have a lot of finesse moves and speed. So you're like one of those guys that love fast defensive ends. I suggest to pick up Sidbury. So now 14 seconds left into the second quarter. Will I convert? Will I actually clutch it up for a touchdown? Michael Floyd wide open right there. 5 seconds to go. 17 yards to go. Martellus Bennett going into a post route towards the inside, or will I throw it towards the outside and square? Square wide open, but actually pressed X by accident. And Martellus Bennett still catches it. That should have been an interception. So the score is now standing at 21-14. Nice job by my offense on my previous drive. So now we receive the ball going back into offense. Chris Johnson doing a little bit of a, pretty much contribution into the team. And my running game is still working. It's still there, My opponent got so confused because the first quarter I was running a little bit more, and then the second quarter I passed, so he doesn't even know what I'm doing anymore. I have so many plays in this playbook, I'm telling you. I'm currently running Tennessee Titans offense, and you do find a lot of crazy stuff in there. Michael Flo with a nice juke right here, converting for a first down. 2 minutes to go into the third quarter. Do a little bit of a 0-1 right there with Giovanni Bernard, taking it for 10 plus yard. I believe my opponent does not have any good DTs if I just keep on running Giovanni Bernard down the middle. This should have been a touchdown right here. Giovanni Bernard would actually score his 3rd touchdown. But now switching to Chris Johnson, a little bit of a halfback toss and taking it all the way, standing still a little bit, and touchdown. Nice job by my run blockers right there. So now the score is standing at 28-14, currently winning, 4th quarter, 3 minutes to go. My opponent took forever to throw that ball. I don't know what happened to my containment. Sid Bear wasn't really out there, so I don't know, man. I'm thinking of getting a new defensive end because that defensive end ain't containing for craps. So, anyways, I also noticed that he never rolled out to the left, which if he would have, Randy Gregory would have actually sacked him right there and then. So, Sid Bear right there with 2 sacks now. Nice job by Sid Bear, but I really needed that like in the previous play. So now the down is 3rd and 18. And will he convert? Sidbury going into it again, and no, incomplete. 3rd and 18. 4th and 18 now. Will he score a touchdown? 19 yards to go. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Lobs it up to Calvin Johnson, and of course he does. God damn it, EA. Seriously, why you had to fuck up my defense right there? So now my opponent goes onside kick, which I was like, all right, he doesn't trust his defense at all. Of course not. I like freaking slice and dice them for the past 4 drives, so of course he's not gonna trust that defense. And Kelvin Benjamin out of nowhere catches it right in front of the freaking corner. I was like, what? That should have been a pick, and maybe he would have actually tied the game, so he had a chance right there. But no, it actually got messed up. Chris Johnson gaining the first down, running down the clock, 48 seconds to go. It's pretty much game over at this point unless he calls in 3 timeouts and tries hard for a deep pass. But no, Giovanni Bernard takes it for almost a touchdown. And that was a nice one. He actually has 110 yards and 2 touchdowns. God damn. He is the MVP of the game. Giovanni Bernard, congratulations. You did a hell of a job running down the middle. And that's the end of the game. My opponent ended up quitting the game before the game ended. Come on, man. I had 30 seconds to go. You would have loved to see my celebration at the end. So that is it, guys. We ended up winning the game. We are currently now standing with a record of 5 wins and 2 losses in the season of rookie first string. So far, my opponents have been here and there, pretty much deep passing half of the time. So I don't know what to expect after this one because I'm pretty sure my opponents are going to get harder along the way. So we won 21-28. If you guys want to see more Madden 16 Ultimate Team, make sure you subscribe for more.